What's up, everybody? Hey, how you doing? It's Maddie. Thanks for tuning in to LifeMattyerial. Today we have the much anticipated video on brow mapping or brow shaping, how to find that ideal shape. If you're like me, you're in quarantine, and this is actually the perfect time for you to learn some new beauty hacks. So whether you have really bushy, unruly brows and you just don't want to over tweeze them, or if you rather have thin brows and you just want to know what an ideal shape is, this video will be great for you, so keep watching. Now you might ask, what's the big deal with an eyebrow? They say the eyes are the window to the soul, and your eyebrows are right above them, so you want those puppies to look good too. Because we all know that when you look good, you feel good, and when you have fresh brows, you feel like you can conquer the world. So let me show you how to do this. I'm gonna get set up here and I'll show you how to map your brows. And if you're like me, I'm sure in the past you have gotten either over waxed or you have over tweezed yourself. So this method is perfect because it will basically just give you the lines to shape your brows, and you basically will just tweeze everything that's outside of the lines. So it's gonna make life a lot easier, and it'll give you a great guide to shape your brows or to shape them to work towards like a fuller brow or whatnot. And you might be asking yourself, what's the big deal with eyebrows, or why should I know how to shape my eyebrows? To me, I think it's a life skill. We all have seen those people with awful eyebrows, and we've all seen people with amazing eyebrows. And you know, good brows, good hair, it all makes a great first impression, and you feel better. So why don't I show you guys how to do this? So before we get started, I just want to show you guys what I'm using. I'm using a pre-inked mapping thread by Stylia Beauty, and I will put the link down below this video. I just ordered it off Amazon. It works great. If you don't have time or don't want to wait to get this thread, what you can do is just take some string and just rub some eyeliner on the string through the length of it, and it'll be pretty much the same thing. It might be a little messy, but it'll work just as well as this. I just like this because it's in a compact container, it's already pre-inked, and it just makes life easier. So first what we're going to do is take about a foot of string. So you want to get a good amount. So like that. So it's like big enough that you can move around your face. Now our first step that we're going to do is we're gonna get centered. So we're gonna take the string and we're gonna bring it straight up and down through the middle here. So you just wanna find the center of your nose and just bring it up. And I'm just slightly pressing, and you can drag it too. So you can see center, center. I'm just gonna take the string and just kind of press just a little bit more right there. After you get the center, you're going to find out where your brow should start. So we're going to go from the outer edge of each nostril, and we're going to go straight up and draw a line, and that's where they should start. So outer edge of the nostril, straight up. So I'm kind of pressing and dragging up. Outer edge of the nostril, get it up there, press, and then I'm just pulling just a little bit. So like that. And you'll probably get a little smudgy, but that's all right. The next thing we want to do is find out where our arch should sit. So what we're going to do, instead of going from the outer portion of the nostril, we're actually going to be going from the edge of the nose here. You're going to cut up and diagonal, and you're gonna hit that outer corner or the outer edge of your iris and go straight up, and that's gonna get you where your high point should be. Now I know my eyes are pretty dark, but you'll get the idea. So from the corner of the nose, edge of the iris, straight up. All right, let's do this. Corner of the nose, edge of the iris, straight up. rocking it and just pulling it up here. There you go. Edge of the nose, find your iris, get that outer edge of the black, bring it up, and then just pull up. So just like that. Now what we want to do is find out where our brow should end. So I'm going to be going from the outer edge of my nose again to the corner of my eye and then straight up. And that's going to give you a good idea of where your tail should be of your eyebrow. So we'll go from the outer edge again to the corner of the eye and then up. And I'm just pressing and just slightly pulling, just like that. So we'll go from the corner of the nose to the edge of the eye and then up. So it's gonna be looking like that. And now what we wanna do is we're gonna focus on the middle part first before we actually shape the brow. So I'm gonna take my string, and wherever you want your brow to start, like depending on how thick you want it, I'm gonna be going horizontally through the bottom to where my brow should start. So we are gonna go up here to here. Just like that. And then we'll do the same thing for the top part of the center part of the brow. So right through here, we're just gonna go horizontally and make just a rectangle right through here. Now, depending on how thick you want your brows or where you naturally grow hair, it's gonna vary a little bit. So, well, my brows like to start right about, here. So then they'll look like that. And I'm sure you've heard it before, but just with eyebrows, they don't have to be perfect, like absolutely perfect. They can be sisters, they don't have to be twins. You just want them to look balanced. Good brows definitely will help bring harmony to the face. It can help your nose look better, and it'll just bring a lot of balance. So now what we're going to do is we're going to find the shape on the top of the brow. So what I'm going to do is go from one of these lower corners in the rectangle in the center of my brows, go from one corner, I'm gonna cut to the diagonal corner, and then connect it to the center line that I made from the outer edge of my iris. So we will go from one corner to the other corner, and then connect it to there. I'm just pressing, just like that. And then we'll do the other side. So from one corner, I'm gonna cross it in the middle, connect it to that upper corner, and press. Oh, that one didn't press. Get it to make it, I'm gonna actually just drag it just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so it'll look like that. And then we're going to get the rest of the top of the brow. We're gonna go right from this meeting point right here. We're just gonna connect the dots from here to this line. Same thing here, from here to this line. And now what we're going to do is work on the bottom of the brow. So I'm basically going to be connecting the dots from this inner corner from that rectangle. I'm going to connect the dots from here to here and here to here. All right, so let's do this. So we'll go from this bottom corner and just connect it up. And this side, we'll go from this bottom corner, connect it up, just like that. And now we'll just finish the shape and connect from the center line to the edge right here, from the center line. So we'll just connect from here to here, here to here. So this is a finished result. So don't mind like the lines on the rest of your face, it just kind of comes with the territory. But you can actually see here that, you know, like this is where my brow should start. My tails actually already look pretty good. What I would suggest if you're gonna be tweezing at home is actually take like a makeup wipe and get rid of the grid that's not around your eyebrow. It'll just make the cleanup a lot easier, but this is what it looks like. So I wiped away the grid and just left what was around my eyebrows here. So you can see like I need to tweeze or wax under here and then through the center. Now one thing that you want to remember is when you are mapping out your brows, they are going to look a lot like, they will look a little wider, but this shape is actually just still like encompassing those little baby hairs. It doesn't mean that you're gonna have like Grover brows or like Muppet brows, but you know, you'd rather have them, I feel, through up here just a little bit wider with the shape than to get them too narrow, because then you might just look angry. So yeah, I mean, this is just a guide, especially when you're in quarantine or if you're at home, you're trying to maintain your brows yourself. You know, to be safe, one thing to remember is just tweeze like between these two lines here, and then tweeze everything that's underneath this bottom line here. I hope this tutorial on brow mapping helped you, and it'll give you an idea of what the brow shape for you should be. Just remember, it's going to be different for everybody. You want your brows to be sisters, they don't need to be twins. And this will help you figure out where you should tweeze or wax your brows at home, but also it'll give you an idea of where you should fill in your brows. So let's say like somebody doesn't have a tail right here and they have no hair out here. By doing this brow mapping, it's gonna give you a really good idea of how far to extend your tail. Because like I said, a really long tail can make the eyes look really sad. A really short brow can almost make you look a little surprised as well. So just keep those things in mind. It's all about balance and harmony. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. I have some really fun content coming in the future. And always remember, today's a great day to make it an awesome day, especially if you have great brows. We'll see you next time.